Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm Joy.
And I'm Tom.
And this is AnnaBelle. AnnaBelle, say hi. Hi. So in today hi. So in today's video we are going to talk about how we met part 2, because our story is a bit long, so the part 1 this time we cut it short.
Yes, lots of you is asking what happened after the Annie Beach. So here we go. We're gonna talk about it today.
Yeah.
And we're gonna tell you what happened after we stayed 1 week in the Annie Beach. So baby, do you want to start?
Yeah. So after we had stayed in Diani, because in part one we finished at Diani Beach. So after Diani Beach, I had to go back to work in Kisumu because I remember I called at work that I was sick. So
because they wouldn't let you go for 1 week. So
for
basically you had to call in sick.
Yes, yeah. So I called that I was sick. So I had to go back to work in Kisumu, and you went back to Nairobi.
Yeah,
right?
So after a week in the Annie Beach, I went to Nairobi, Joy went to Kisumu, and of course we missed each other so much.
Yeah, that's true.
So we were trying to find out the way which would work for us, because obviously I couldn't stay in Nairobi. She didn't want to stay in Kisumu. We didn't want to be living separately.
Yeah.
So do you want to say, baby, what happened?
So after that, I remember when you were in Nairobi and I was in Kisumu, we kept on just communicating. You were calling me
on the phone, on WhatsApp.
Yeah. So then one day you came to Kisumu to visit me because
I had a great idea.
Yeah. So Tom came to Kisumu to visit me because at work where I used to work, we were only being given 1 day off. So it was not possible for me to travel to Nairobi. So Tom came to Kisumu. So when he came to Kisumu, do you want to tell them what you told me?
I came up with the idea that we're going to rent a big house in Nakuru, which is a...
No, baby, I'm sorry. Before that, Tom wanted me to get a transfer to Nairobi.
Oh yes.
Yeah, but I was so afraid to work at Nairobi because I'd never lived in Nairobi, and
Nairobi is very busy. It's very hectic. A lot of people everywhere. The cost of living is very high.
Yeah, so I never wanted to live to Nairobi. So I told Tom that I don't want to work in Nairobi. So then Tom came with this plan that let us look at which branch is near Nairobi. The branch where you're working, Taskis, which branch is next to Nairobi. So then Tom said, then I told him maybe Nakuru, right?
Yes. Maybe I'm just worried about this little baby here.
AnnaBelle, go. So we agreed. Tom asked me to ask for a transfer to Nakuru.
So Nakuru is in between Kisumu and Nairobi.
Yeah.
So the distance wouldn't be that great.
Yeah.
It was doable. So I thought Joyce could maybe get a transfer in the company she was working for.
Yeah.
To a Nakuru branch. And I think you asked.
So I tried to ask for a transfer, but it was a very big.
But they wouldn't give it to you.
Yeah, so it was a process. They didn't allow me. So this guy travel up to our.
I went to Nairobi headquarters.
Yeah, our headquarters.
And I talked to them. I explained the situation, and I don't know. I think within 1 week, you had a transfer.
So within 1 week, I was given a transfer to Nakuru.
Yeah, so Joyce was transferred to Nakuru branch, and it was a lot near to Nairobi.
Yeah.
So it was working for us. What happened next?
So when I was transferred to Nakuru, I remember telling you that I was given a transfer. So I was given 2 weeks off to get prepared.
Yes.
So I told you, then you traveled to Nakuru and you booked, you rented for me a house.
Because I had this idea. I had an idea that while Joyce stays in Nakuru, because Nakuru is such a beautiful area, I really liked it. It was a beautiful nature there. And it was a clean town, and very, very nice little town in the middle of Kenya. And I thought that it would be a good idea that we rent a big house, and Joyce can basically do the hotel. So she can manage the hotel there while she works.
Yeah. So when I came, like, it was 7. Are you okay, princess? Let me see. Woo!
What is she eating?
So when I came to Nakuru, the house was very big. It was seven bedrooms,
It
right?
was 7 bedrooms. It
I
was
was
a
so
huge house
yeah.
with a beautiful garden.
Yeah, and I was so surprised. I was like, wow. I was just living in a bed sitter, and somebody's bringing me to a 7 rooms house. So then Tom explained for me, and his idea was somehow good. Your idea was good. So he explained for me that this can be a chance. Like, I can open for you.
Yes.
I can help you financially to open
I thought this would be a great project, little project for you. So
Yeah.
you could basically, while you work in that company in Nakuru,
Yeah.
on the side, you could basically manage this hotel, and you could put it on Booking.com,
Yeah.
Airbnb. So I thought it'd be a good little project for
Yeah,
you.
it was, for sure it was. Oh yo, princess. Hiya. After I came to Nakuru, I went to the branch. I started working there, but it was a bit now hectic because I was also having this plan to start this hotel and everything. So
And it wasn't working very well because you were working, then it was quite hectic. Joy was tired, and the idea that she would manage to start that hotel and do the fitting, it was unreal. It was unreal.
Yes.
So I asked Joy, well, why don't you quit the job,
Yeah.
and why don't you focus on that hotel for 100%?
Yeah, first of all, it was the hardest thing for me to do because, working as a cashier was my first job that at least was paying me well. So quitting was it was a bit tough for me, but I had to do it. So
Well, first of all, you didn't like the idea at all.
yeah, I
You
did.
didn't want to quit the job and didn't want to start a hotel.
Yeah, that's true.
So I basically explained to you that hotel will give us more money, or will give you more money than your current job.
Yeah.
So I suggested we buy furniture. We furnished the hotel.
Yeah.
And I think that time also my visa was running out.
Yeah.
So I had to travel out of the country.
Yeah.
So what I did is that I said, Joy, there are the keys. Here we go. I have to go. I'll be back in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, so Tom had to travel back to Czech Republic, and now I was remaining in Nakuru. So I was like, I have to be a strong woman. This guy had a good idea. I have to start this managing this hotel. So I started buying some furnitures, because Tom helped me. So when Tom came back from Czech Republic to Kenya, he found when I had done so many things. So you were so impressed, right?
I was very impressed. Everything was furnished. Joy even started a little restaurant in that hotel. She hired some people to help.
Yeah.
And she did a great job with that little project.
Yeah, so the hotel really did well, and it was so successful. Then Tom, you had this idea that you wanted to meet my parents.
Yes, I thought it was time to meet your parents.
Yeah.
So I suggested we're gonna go meet them.
Yeah.
So we took a car and we traveled to a village called Kiabuya.
So I had to plan fast. I called all my sisters that if they are available so that we can travel home together because they were in different places. So all my sisters came. I remember, so when we went to our parents' home, you met all my sisters and brothers, and it was much fun,
They were all there. I
Yeah.
was welcomed by everyone, and it was amazing. We got a very warm welcome. Everyone was so nice. All your sisters, all your brothers,
Yeah.
and it was. We had a really good time. We stayed there for in total, I think, for 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks,
2
maybe?
weeks.
Was it 2 weeks? We stayed there for 2 weeks, and by that time, I think noticed or realized that Joyce might be pregnant. I thought
Yeah.
Joyce might be pregnant, So I went to a local village. What's the name of that village, baby?
Nyandiwa. You went to Nyandiwa.
Nyandiva, which is.
So you went without telling me. So he went to Nyandiwa without telling me, and he bought a pregnancy test.
Yes, and I gave it to Joy, and she came, and she was pregnant, and she was like, "Oh my God, I'm pregnant!" So we were so happy.
Yeah. First of all, I was so surprised. Like I didn't know how to react.
Yes.
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 But Tom was so happy. Then I was like, "And why are you so excited?" Then you explained for me that when you saw the way we have such a big family and amazing,
Yes.
and people are so happy.
I saw this big family of Joyce.
Yeah.
And they were so nice. They had so much fun together. And that was the time I knew that I want to have a big family.
Yeah.
And when Joyce told me that she's pregnant, I was so happy.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry. So then after that, I told Tom. Let us keep this a secret. Don't tell anybody. But do you know what happened after that?
I told I told two sisters only.
So
So I was so excited. I said I don't know. I think it was Lensa and Susie.
No, you told Phoebe.
Oh, Phoebe, was it?
Yeah, and
Okay.
Lancer.
Yes.
So Tom went outside within even just seconds of me telling him not to tell anybody. He just went outside and called my sister. Imagine Joyce is pregnant.
But
Don't tell anybody.
I told them, don't tell anyone, okay? And they promised they will not tell anyone.
So after that, and my sister are like, we don't keep secret from each other. So they also told another person told
Yeah. So and
every-
now
until everybody knew that I was pregnant.
within an hour, everyone knew.
Everyone knew. So
Within 2 hours, the whole village knew.
So when I woke up, I remember when I woke up in the morning, I remember AnnaBelle girl. Yeah.
AnnaBelle ko
Look
sa
at you.
Claudia?
Look at you. Say hi. Hi. So when I woke up, I remember when I was going to have a shower in our village. In our village, when you're going to have a shower, you have to carry your water and go with it in your bathroom. So
Yeah.
I was carrying my water.
You were carrying your water
So,
when you went to have a shower.
So I remember when I was going to have a shower, I was carrying my water to the bathroom. So then one of my sister was like, no, let me help you. So then I realized, okay, I think Tom
She
told.
knows.
I think she knows. I think Tom told them like that I'm pregnant. AnnaBelle has just ruined my little AnnaBelle ko. My hair is not that great. Okay? You love.
Baby, you're beautiful. With natural hair or whatever, without hair, you're beautiful.
Thank you. Then I realized I think Tom told these people that I'm pregnant. So I went to Tom like, did you tell anybody that I'm pregnant?
And I said, yeah, I only told, only two sisters, but they promised they're not going to tell anyone.
Yeah. So then Tom told me that, yeah, I only told your two sisters and I don't think...
But they promised me they will not tell anyone.
So I told Tom, oh my God, you don't know my sisters. So that is what happened. So then from there...
So we spent 2 weeks
weeks,
there in total.
Yeah.
And I had to, first of all, we were talking about the dowry.
Yeah.
So dowry is a Kenyan tradition where where a husband has to buy a present for
The
the
parents.
father of the future wife.
Yeah.
So I had to buy, usually this present is cows.
Yeah.
So I had to buy some cows for Joy,
Yeah.
father. So we went to the market,
Yeah.
and I had no idea what cows to buy.
Yeah.
So we talked to Joy dad,
Yeah.
and we got talked to your dad, and we agreed
and my
that
brother.
and your brother, and we agreed that they're going to choose their own cows, because if I bought the cows, I would buy the wrong ones. Okay.
Yeah.
So and also I'm Muzungu, so I would get higher price.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So I was in the market, your dad was in the market, and they chose the cows, they negotiated the price, and then we paid someone to get the cows from the market to your home.
So how much did you?
We got 8 cows. I got 8 cows, guys, which is a good dowry, we thought, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your dad was very happy.
Yeah.
And I was very happy because basically we wanted to get this out of our way.
Yeah, that's
because it's
true.
something you must do, basically. So that was done. We didn't have to think about it in the future.
So when we were there, we bought a goat and
We also bought a goat
yeah,
and we cooked it underground.
underground. By the way, we have that video. I think we should post that video
Sure.
when we were cooking
Yes.
the goat underground.
Yeah, so we bought a goat, we slaughtered it, we put lots of spices on it, we put it, wrapped it in banana leaves, we digged the hole in the ground, and we built a fire there, we put stones in there, we put charcoal in there,
Yeah.
and we put the goat wrapped in the banana leaves in there.
Yeah.
Then we covered it with the soil, and we left it overnight.
Yeah.
We have the video. We're going to share it with you. Do you agree, baby?
Yeah, I think we should share that video.
Sure.
It was amazing. So after that, when we were in the village, then Tom talked to my parents because Tom wanted to book a flight so that we can travel to Czech Republic, right?
We decided to move to the
Yeah.
Czech Republic.
So we decided to move to Czech Republic, and
So we bought tickets.
yeah.
We got in next I think 2 weeks or 3 weeks we got the visa done
Yeah.
through the Czech embassy. And guess what? Then 1 week before we were supposed to fly,
Corona started.
Corona happened.
Yeah. So we had to stay in Kenya for almost 1 year.
So we were stuck in Kenya for a year or
Yeah.
so, and we were not able to leave the country because the embassy basically no one knew what's going on, so they stopped our flights, they
Yeah.
cancelled our visa, and I did I could go to Czech Republic myself, but then Joyce was heavily pregnant then.
Yeah.
Joyce, if I leave Czech Republic, that means that Joyce is on her own in
Yeah.
Kenya. So we decided to stay together,
Yeah.
and we moved to Mombasa.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we moved to a place called Mutwapa.
I know some of you will ask like what happened with the hotel because the corona started and there was everything was closed.
So the hotel, to cut it's such a sad story. To cut it short, the hotel was doing very, very well, and then the landlord basically sent people with machete. They jumped over the fence and they chased all the stuff away, and they basically stole all our furniture,
Yeah.
coffee machine, everything worth of $20,000 or $30,000. The matter is in court.
Yeah.
We don't want to talk about it too much because it's so upsetting.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's life. So
In
basically,
life, you will expect you expect anything.
you expect hurdles,
Yeah.
ups and downs.
Ups and downs. That's true.
We stayed there for a year, and we
Yeah.
were waiting for the borders to open.
To open so that we can move to Czech
Yeah.
Republic.
Then you were really heavily pregnant, so we didn't know whether we will be flying and give birth in Czech Republic or
Yeah.
whether we will give birth in Kenya.
Yeah, because basically we wanted to give birth here in Czech Republic because here it's like things are so smooth, health, everything. So we wanted to give birth here, but
in the
now,
Czech Republic, but it didn't happen.
didn't happen.
Finally, we ended up giving birth in Oasis Medical
think
Center, which is a small private hospital.
Wow,
in
they were amazing for sure.
Mutwapa. It was amazing. We didn't expect that.
Yeah,
If you're about to give birth and you're in Mombasa or Mutwapa, we recommend to you this place. It's
wow, they were
fantastic.
so amazing.
Really
for
good.
sure.
Oasis Medical Center. So I was there. You were giving birth.
Yeah, you were in the delivery room.
I was in the delivery room, and it was a life-changing experience. AnnaBelle was born in there. I've
Yeah.
seen everything, and Joyce was so brave. You're so brave, baby.
Yeah, I just wanted the child to come out.
I felt so sorry for Joy because she was, when she had contractions, she was in pain, and it took you from 10 in the morning or 9 in the morning
Yeah.
up to 10 in the evening. So it was
Yeah.
12 hours.
Yeah.
And he was so brave. I was looking at Joy, and she was in pain, and there's nothing I could do. So that was a bit frustrating that I couldn't help in any
No,
way.
baby, you were helping me with the word of your words, encouragement. You were like, baby, you can do it. You're such a strong woman. And it helped me for sure.
Yeah.
Just seeing you there was helping me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kept repeating, you can do it.
You can do it, baby, you can do it. It's about to come out.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Like,
Soon it's gonna be over.
yeah, and it was great. It helped me.
Mhm.
So I kept on pushing until AnnaBelle came out.
Yes.
And here is our beautiful AnnaBelle. AnnaBelle, say hi. Good girl. Hi.
The birth, we took our Annabelka home.
And we didn't know anything. Tom didn't know anything with the child. I didn't know anything. It was my first time. It was his first time being a dad. So it was so difficult for us. So being that I have so many sisters, so my sisters came to help me.
Yes.
Salute to them.
Annabelka was so tiny. We didn't know how to carry her.
Yeah.
We didn't want to break anything.
Yeah.
So soon after, we were able to travel again. The borders opened.
Yeah.
And so we
took that advantage. You were like, we really need to do
We are
this
getting
thing
out
very
of
fast.
here.
We are getting out.
So we booked flights again, or we rebooked it because we had the original flights which were cancelled.
Yeah.
We had to organize the visa again, which was a painful process.
Yeah.
I have to say it was a painful process from the Kenyan side.
Yeah.
But we would like to thank this way to Czech Embassy and everyone
Yeah, they really helped us.
who helped
Czech Embassy
us.
was so nice to us.
Who helped us to process the visa, and we basically had tons of documents
Yeah.
for Joy and AnnaBelle.
Yeah.
So we basically we traveled. I think from Nairobi?
Nairobi.
Yeah, we traveled from Nairobi, and in Nairobi, I remember having the going to the airport, and then they were like, okay, came up with a nonsense problem.
Yeah.
They created a problem that you don't have a return flight.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, yes, we don't have the return flight because we're not traveling back.
Yeah.
We are not coming back.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, you must have it. That's a law. Airport manageress came, and she was so nice. She was so nice.
True.
And she said, I think let me check if this is a necessity you have to have. Because
Yeah.
I said to them, look, if you want me to book a flight, I'll book the flight right now.
Yeah.
But then as soon as I'm boarding the plane, I'm going to cancel the flight. So, I mean, there's no point.
Yeah.
And then after, I think, 2 hours of hustling there, they let us in. They let us on the plane, and it was such a big relief because I was expecting these problems, to be honest. And it was very frustrating. But we made it. We got on the plane,
Yeah.
and we flew Amsterdam. So we arrived to Amsterdam, and the immigration officer in Amsterdam, he asked us for some documents.
Yeah.
We showed them the visa,
And they were so helpful. They didn't even disturb us.
They thanked us and they let us go.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, we made it,
Yeah.
and now we traveled from Amsterdam to Prague. So we had to change flight there.
So guys, when I arrived to Czech Republic, it was so cold. It was
Minus 13.
Yeah, so it was very cold.
So cold.
And I was not used to that.
So we arrived to Prague. As we said, it was so cold.
Yeah.
And we had to, by law, we had to go and quarantine ourselves.
Yeah.
So we booked a hotel for 5 days.
Yeah.
And we stayed in a hotel. We were not able to get out of that hotel, so we had to eat there.
Yeah, because it was a rule.
It was a law.
Yeah.
So we had to stay there, and we had, Then I remember Joy looking from the window, and everything was covered in snow.
Snow, yeah.
And Joy was like,
And it was my first time seeing that anyway.
yes, and you were like, oh my god.
And in fact,
this
at
is
first,
so cold here.
sorry, at first when I saw that, I never knew that I would like it in Czech. I was like, is this how this country is? Like, is this how it will be? And you kept on telling me like, you will like it here, you will love it here. And of course, I
Yes.
really love it here.
And when you looked out of the window, we stayed like in the 13th floor, so we
Yeah.
we had a view for a panoramic view, all we could see Prague all around.
Yeah.
And I remember you mentioning that, oh my god, there's no people, there's no one in there.
Yeah,
There's
but
just one person there, one person there.
Yeah, because I wasn't seeing anybody. I think because of the quarantine, people were just at their home,
Yeah.
just chilling, and it was also cold, so people were not walking that much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was our quarantine. Then from there, during when we were on quarantine, Tom was looking for an apartment online where we were going to rent. Like
Yes.
now this house.
Yes.
So when after we had finished quarantine, so we moved to this place. It's not a big place. It's just a 1-bedroom house. Tom wanted a 3-bedroom. I think we'll talk about that. We will talk about that story.
Yes, I wanted to rent a 3 or 4 bedroom.
Yeah.
And I was telling Joy, okay, so Joy was saying, how much is that? I said, well, 25,000-30,000
Yeah.
Czech crowns.
Yeah.
And you were like, whoa, no, we're not paying for that. Let's
Yeah.
rent the small apartment.
Yeah.
Let's get the mortgage and let's pay the mortgage.
Yeah,
So
because
instead of paying to someone else.
we will buy our own
Yeah.
house. So I gave him this idea of like, instead of renting a 3 bedrooms house, a very big one, why can't we just rent a small 1 bedroom? Then that money we save it and buy our own home, because
Maybe-
that is my dream, to buy our own home.
Yes.
Which we will do very soon.
Yes, so maybe we can do another video soon about how we manage our finances.
Yeah, how we manage our finances. I think we will do that video.
Yes, I think it's a good
Yeah.
idea. I think it's a good subject because we can talk about how we save money, how we managing our money,
Yeah.
our ethos and philosophy on spending. It's completely different.
Yeah.
It was different, but now it's the same thanks to Joy.
Tom never knew how to manage his money.
Exactly. We'll talk about it in the next video. We'll make a separate video.
Yeah.
We'll also do the video we'll post the video about the goat, how we slaughtered and cooked the goat in your parents' house.
Yeah, and also so many people were asking whether we are married or not. We'll talk about that very soon. And our wedding, people are asking. We'll talk about all those questions that you've been asking us. So guys, that is our story, and I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have subscribed to our YouTube channel, I really want to thank you so much for supporting us. And if you haven't, please, maybe tell them.
Please subscribe.
Yeah, please subscribe to our channel. Yeah.
Go on, I'm sorry to
Yeah,
cut you
please
off.
subscribe our channel. We will appreciate.
And if you have any comments or if you have any questions, suggestions, please put it down below in comments.
Yeah.
We try to reply to all the comments
Yeah,
and
we are
all the
trying
questions.
to reply to all your comments.
Please also like our video. It helps us. So thank you very much for watching, guys.
And see you on our next video.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.